Hi everyone, it's Deb of Meditate Madison, and I hope you're doing well today. Today I wanted to share a little bit about what I've been working on during this pandemic, and that has been working on my aromatherapy certification. I signed up some time ago, but now that I have a little bit of extra time, that's what I've been working on, among other things. I've working on my yoga therapy certification as well too. But right now, today, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I've been doing with this aromatherapy certification. And aromatherapy, uh, I could just smell all the oils right here, right now, and it just right there, that brings me a lot of peace. But aromatherapy isn't just, the smelling good of peace, making me feel calmer and that sort of thing. But it can also help with headaches. It can help with if you have some pain, maybe some lower back pain, for instance. Uh, as some of you know who were coming to the restorative yoga class, I had a massage oil bottle made up with some wintergreen and some other essential oils in there to help to soothe that area, to help you in that way. And also you can use it as an inhaler to help with stress and anxiety. I have different things here that, is possible to use. So there's like an inhaler, you can inhale it. You can use a roll on. I'll be doing that in a moment here. You can make a diffuser blend if you have a diffuser, and sprays and lotions and that sort of thing too. But the thing is a lot of time we see these recipes online and we just make up what it is. And that particular oil may not be suitable for us, particularly if we have certain conditions, say high blood pressure or pregnant or cancer or other things like that. We want to make sure that we're doing it appropriately. And that's where an aromatherapist comes in. So in my training, it was really interesting learning the history of aromatherapy, going all the way back to the Egyptians. And even when I don't know if it was King Tut, I can't remember who it was that they dug up right now. There were pots of essential oils, and they were still good after all these many, many years. And that was really fascinating. And then, of course, the myrrh, frankincense, the Greeks, the Hebrews used to put twigs and mint and other herbs because back then things didn't smell very nice with all the disease and death and that sort of thing. The Romans, even during the plague, there's this picture of what a plague doctor would wear: a big hat, big beak filled with herbs and spices and oils, and have a mask that came down, cinched at the neck, big long coat, big long gloves, leather gloves, pants, everything to keep themselves covered. Isn't that what we're kind of doing right now with our masks, right? And so that was what they did. That was the doctor in the way, and I'll insert a picture so you can see that in this video. It's really interesting in that way. So your essential oils come from leaves and flowers and stems and fruit rind, like your orange, your lime, your lemon, bark, needles. Bark, it would be like your cinnamon. Needle would be pine, and resins, sap, that would be your frankincense. And I have some right here. Your frankincense, your myrrh, that sort of thing. And then also berries, that sort of thing. And they're distilled in different ways. Steam distilled is the most popular way with many of the oils, but there are other ways as well in doing so. So, like I said, that's been really interesting to me. But what does an aromatherapist do for you when, oh yeah, I can just buy oils, I can mix up things myself? Well, what an aromatherapist can do for you is do that due diligence in meeting with you, finding out what your conditions are that you would like to treat, finding out a little bit about your history, your allergies, not meditations, but me, meditation is very important, medications that you may be taking. Also, your likes and dislikes. What maybe you don't like a citrus smell at all, and so I wouldn't mix up something for you, formulate something for you in that way. Same thing. Maybe you don't like like the mints, peppermint, wintergreen, spearmint, that sort of thing. So that's what I can do, is do the research to make sure that the oils that I would choose for your needed product would be most beneficial for you and most supportive for you as well too, because that is so very important, that they're going to, help you. That's what we want to happen. So, as you know, I've had oils at, the office, and I am a retailer for Simply Earth, but I have used other oils. I have other different kinds of oils from other companies. But you want to go with a company or companies that are pure oils, that they're not made with any kind of synthetic, at all. Make sure they're pure, organic, oils, and that's why I do love, and I'll just do a little blurb here, but I do like Simply Earth's oils. One, because they're produced, not the oils themselves, but they're bottled here in Wisconsin, and also because they give 13% to stop human trafficking. So I really like that. I like supporting companies that do good work, and that's something that I really enjoy. But the thing is, go with the oils that you enjoy, the companies, the brands, whatever. Just knowing that some can be affordable, some could be a little bit more expensive, especially when you look at the multi-level marketing kinds of companies where you're paying a rep and then they're paying their upper line, that sort of thing too. That's what I like about Simply Earth, for instance, because they're pretty reasonable, and they're local as well too. That's just a little plug there, but do whatever you feel best in that way. Now, as I'm talking about oils, let's talk a little bit about how to store oils. So if you do have some already, the best way to store them is tightly sealed, of course, and in the dark and away from heat. And if you do that, they will last for a very long time, like years, if they are in that condition. Now, you don't have to worry about essential oils turning rancid because they don't have any fatty acids like vegetable oil does. And so they're fine. As long as they're properly stored, they'll maintain their quality for years. Now, citrus oils are a little less stable. So if they can be stored as long as they're unopened, but once they're opened, you have about 6 months or so for those oils to use them. So just kind of a note there. But just always be careful in that sense. You don't want to do anything that's not going to support you. You want to use the oils safely and effectively, and that's where someone like myself, once I'm certified, comes in, so I can help you with that. So the purest, most natural oils is what you want to do. So you just don't want to, pick any oils without knowing the benefits and what they can assist you with, or if you would have an adverse reaction to it as well. And never ingest any oils unless you're working with a doctor who specializes in that very thing. So never ingest essential oils. You'll see stuff online that tell you to do that. Don't do it. It's not going to be very helpful to you. So today I'm looking at uh, a blend I'm going to make a roll-on actually. And this is for if you would have some anxiety and you want some calm, that sort of thing. And, say the client that I'm working with likes lavender and likes frankincense, which just so happens that those two oils are great for that. And so what I do is I take these they're called perfume strips, and I place a drop of each oil. So there's 3 different oils I'm going to use in this blend, for instance. And so then I'm going to just wave it under my nose. I'm going to tell you right now, it smells wonderful. And so you wave it under your nose, and it's like, oh, okay, so that blend is going to work for, say, this client. We'll just call her Sally Joe, for instance. So this is going to work great for Sally Joe. And so I have my bowl here, my glass rod, and then I'm going to, there's the 3% dilution rate and certainly someone like myself would do this for you. And so in this case, it's going to be one of the frankincense. So frankincense is really great for it's very sedative. It has that quality to it, but it's also antiseptic, and it can really help in a lot of ways in that way. The next one I'm going to use is lavender. And lavender is great for high blood pressure, for migraines, which I still can have from time to time. Also helps with insomnia too. And so I'm going to put 2 drops in there. There we go. And then finally, I have a bergamot. So that's a citrus, right? So it's very calming. It's a very calming one. It's really used a lot by aromatherapists to help because it's an antidepressant as well too. So this one I'm going to put 3 drops in. There you go. And so then what an aromatherapist would do is mix these oils up in here and then smell them. See if that has the right aroma that I want. It smells very nice indeed with that. So that's what I would then do, is do that. And then I'm going to take those and I'm going to put them into my roller ball. And actually I'm going to get another pipette out. So these are great handy little tools. I've been using them for other things now too. And you always want to have something down whenever you work with essential oils because you don't want it to ruin your furniture in any way. And then you never want to put essential oils directly on your skin either. But you can use 1 drop, rub it between your hands and inhale it, but you never want to put like all this oil on your skin. And so what we're going to use is we're going to use some coconut oil to fill up the rest of this bottle. I like these pipettes for lots of things. In the past, I would spill coconut oil all over the place. So using this, you have more control over it. Just a little bit more. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to put the roller in. And there we go. So it snaps down. And then I'm going to just mix it very gently so the oils mix with the carrier. And then with a roll-on, you can use that on pulse points. Just like that. It smells really nice. And temples, that sort of thing. And it can really help in that case if, to help calm whoever it may be in that sense. And so this is really what I will be doing with folks. And then after I produce the products, whatever those may be, like I said, it could be a spray, it could be a diffuser, a blend, it could be a lotion or somehow body butter, that sort of thing. Also, we could do inhalers, or this is like for your lips, like your own chapstick kind of thing. And once I produce the products, well, then what I do is then, you would receive those after we meet, sometime after we meet, within a few days or so. And then use that product as I have created the instructions for. Maybe it's as needed, maybe it's 3 to 6 times a day, that sort of thing. And then a week later, we'll do a follow-up and talk about, well, how did that work for you? Did you like the aroma? Did it feel, did it help relieve whatever the symptoms were, that sort of thing. And so that's what we would do there. And then we can always meet again, that sort of thing. But I tell you, I have just really enjoyed working with all these oils and creating the products that I have been creating. And I look forward to working with you as your aromatherapist. In the near future, I would say by the end of May, I will be ready to go. So I had the studies, I had to make different products, I had to work with my case study clients, several of those, and then I have to write a research paper as well too. And then that's level one certification, and then I will be going into level two certification. So if you're interested in pursuing this path to help support and benefit different things that you're dealing with, maybe it's physically, emotionally, mentally, you can talk with me and I'll be glad to assist you in that way. So you can go to the website, www.meditatemadison.com. So thanks so much for joining with me today. I wish you peace.